Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit more on my Ocean to Outback project, and that is altering this little sewing box just so the top, because the top was really gnarly. And remember in the last video I sort of put this sort of plan in place to cover the top. So that's my plan for this little sewing box. And last time you would have seen me put this together, I had this colour on it in the corner, and I've taken this out because the plan that I wanted was to have a red gum blossom here, and I think this colour would have clashed with it. So I've replaced that with some vintage just flower fabric. I think that is going to suit better, and I've added a little I think I added this in and this little piece of fabric here, and I've just sewn, you know, the little outline here that I can just visibly see where not to go over. Alright, so I think I'm happy with that base now, and I've just got it backed onto a piece of felt. Alright, now my last video was stitching these little shells, and what I've done is I've got just the tiniest bit of tacky glue, and I snipped all the way around the shells and then just folded that over. I put the tacky glue just on this edge, so this edge here is all free for me to stitch it down. So that's how I've just finished those three little embroideries that I did. I ended up swapping this sequin over. I had it sitting up, the cup up, and I thought, oh, that doesn't look right. So I swapped that over so it sits down, and I put another little bead on there. So that's what I've done off camera. I even got some of my distress ink and just sponged the edge of this, just so it gave a little bit of contrasting colour. You can see the darker colour along here, and I think that turned out really pretty. And I've just darkened the edges of these as well, just so they show up. They're not the same colour as this here, and they show up a bit better. I don't think I did that one. I was going to do that one online with you, so I'll show you what I did. So I just got some distress ink, and I'm just the tiniest bit on here, just so it gives you a little contrast against that same colour fabric. It's like it adds a little shadow to it. Now I don't know how well you can see this, but I can see it. And see, when you put it then on that same colour fabric, it's got like a little darker contrast around it, which I like. So that's that. And my next thing to do, I'm just going to set them aside. I've got lots and lots of bits and pieces here, more than I need obviously, but what I would like to sort of choose from, to, like, this could be seaweed or an anemone. I even found this one, isn't this cool? I'm going to put this on somewhere. It's the inside of a little crochet motif. There's all sorts of little lace bits and pieces that I've dug out of my stash. Like, I like that. That's off a doily, and just all sorts of bits and pieces. I love this thread that I bought from Temu. I'm going to put some of that on there, and yeah, just some beads, some of this stuff which is really cool. And yeah, just all sorts of netting. Found a piece of really beautiful netting. Now, a lot of this stuff I've got from the op shops. This new stuff, I think I got that from Temu. It was a lace thing, but a lot of this stuff came from the op shops. This was I'd say it was a necklace, because there's bits in here, you know, that look like they're still on the necklace, but I bought it in a little bag like this from the op shop, and it's just little shell bits and pieces, so I thought they would look awesome stitched on here. And then I raided all of my sequins and just got out little bits and pieces. There's a nice little bit of that chain that I got from a op shop necklace, and there's just lots of little bits and pieces in here I thought would suit putting on as a little beach themed thing, you know, or coral reef sort of thing. Right, so I've got all of them sitting there, and like I've obviously got more than I need, but it's what I want to sort of choose from. Okay, so I'm going to work on the background, and I want to put this rickrack along this edge and just sort of define some of the changes from the ocean to the outback. And these are all op shop things that I've found too, except this stuff. And some of this gorgeous thread, I want to just put them on the, you know, the changes in the sections. I think I might put some of this stuff in the ocean part, like for foamy sort of stuff, waves. Some of this rickrack I might put down here, and then some of this cord I might even sort of bring it in like that and stitch it on. I don't know yet. So, and even some more of this lace, I might gather that up and pop it in here like there's a wave, like a three-dimensional wave coming out of there. Things like that. That's what I sort of want to do on the background before I start sewing these things on. So that's the plan. Right, so today I'm going to, like I said, do some of the background before I sew these things on. And I've even got a little bottle here. I'm going to put a note in it and put it on the beach and, you know, things like that. All right, so I'm going to sew some rickrack on here today. That is going to be the change from sort of the, well, that's the beach, and then you've got that little bit between the beach and the outback. So this would be like the dirt, and then yeah, you've got the bush and the outback. So I'm going to put that rickrack down, and what I want to do with it when I sew that down is I want to just sew lines like this on the up part of the rickrack, and then and then I want to add some little mullas in here, because you see I know on the west coast you often seen little mullas right on the beach. So what I'm going to do is come back close to the rickrack. Might bring you in just a little bit now. And I'm going to add some like little lazy daisy stitches for leaves. And then I'll put some mulla flower heads in it. Now some of these might get covered up by, you know, the flowers or whatever I put on the top, and that's okay, because I'm not too worried about that. That's all a part of the design. but this is just the base of it. Yeah. Now I'll just come up and do the leaves. And then I'll just show you before I go on right to the end what my idea is here with the mulla mullas. Try not to get too tangled. So I've got a nice shiny purple. I want to go up fairly long. Do another lazy daisy stitch, nothing hard here. And then I'll just put a stitch in the middle too. Oops, oh gosh, come through. Where are you going? It's going through a knot. Now I'll just put a stitch in the middle to close in the colour, and that will be my mulla, little row of mullas all the way along here on the rick-rack. Okay, so I'll just sit that over there and I'll finish this little line of rick-rack flowers. Oh, what did I do there? Not sure what I did wrong there. So I just want that to come up, follow that fabric along there. And we'll put some more mullas up there. Might put another one in here. So I'm just filling in those lazy daisies just with some colour.
Why is that? Because he can't. That is why.
Yeah, that looks better. So I've got two little mullas in there. What's going on with you?
Years later, after getting caught, they have the arrogance to sit here and look you in the eye and say, no, the fool,
I'm getting all tangled.
Didn't do anything wrong. No, they knew it all along. They had everything they needed to build this invention. They knew it already. I can tell you that they did not know everything. They did not know everything. On that hot summer day that I showed up in their parking lot with my partner, Gil Previck, in an early version of what I called the Kearns blinking eye motor.
Now, if you've never been in the Outback, you'll see these mullas growing with the wildflowers, and they're just gorgeous. You'll get purple ones, white ones, pink ones, and they're like fluffy foxtails.
They want you to believe that, because that is what they believe. Well, I want you to know. I want you to know something. When I walked into this courtroom, I was wearing a badge. Right here. You couldn't see it.
A bit hard to sew with this shiny thread, but I'll get there.
And right now there are people still in this courtroom who can't see that badge, Mr. Finley. They can't see that badge. None of the men at that table can. But I'd like to believe that after
I think
everything
I'll have to end that off too.
you've listened to for these past few weeks, that you can see it. You can see this badge. That's what I hope.
And we'll thread more up. I've just got a variegated yarn here. And thread.
So I'm not going to sit up here and try and interpret everything you've heard for these past few weeks. I'm just going to ask you to use your memory and your good sense.
We've
Do the right thing.
had such a fun weekend. We went to Wagga, the free Wagga Zoo, Wagga,
Thank you.
with the boys. Oh gosh, we had fun. It's so nice. Hey, it's right next to the botanical gardens in Wagga Wagga, and there's also like a model train thing there that the kids can get on, and it runs once a month. So we'll probably go back and take the boys when the trains are on too. You can sit on and ride on them. It's so
Just
cool.
about to keep that.
What, Dave? Dave's watching a movie. He's actually home today and he stayed in bed. Oh gosh, it's been cold. We had a -2 night. Oh, it's like, where's spring gone? It was freezing last night. It's freezing. And the snowfields they had. Did he win, Dave? Dave? He's watching a movie I've been following. Did he win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave's sitting up in bed. The blanket's right up to his neck. I've already given him some hot oats, and we had hot oats yesterday, and gosh, we didn't even eat lunch. It just filled us right up. So we were watching a movie called I'm not sure what it was called, but it was about a guy that invented the intermittent windshield wipers, and how he Ford stole his invention, and how he won against Ford. So we were rooting for him to win. Alright, so yeah, we went to the free zoo. Oh, the kids just had a ball looking at all the things and running around, chasing the chasing the peacocks and the it's really cool because they've got like a bird section where it's like free flight, and you can walk all through there, and you can feed the corals and the cockatiels, and there's all sorts of Australian birds in there flying around, even budgies. So cool. So they had a ball doing that. We went in their car, and they loved Graham and Pop coming in their car. Such good little boys they are. Oh, we had to play in the playground. There's a big playground next to it, and there's an adult size seesaw that you can, with 2 seats on each end, so you can put the kids on the seesaw with you. And Dave and me got on with the boys. Oh, it was so funny. Oh, like it's just amazing how even just a seesaw can make you sick. Not sick, but motion sick. Oh, I don't know why we lose all that fun as an adult. So they had a ball. And then yesterday was Sunday. Dave's been doing a lot of work on the camper, just trying to get things sort of finished off, and while he was doing that, I did some spring cleaning, and cleaned out all our fish tank inside. We've got little goldfish. Our daughter had she's got a huge pond, and they bred last year, and we got some of the babies, and we got some of them inside in a little fish tank. And we've got a little pond outside as well, but I brought them in for winter, and Asher called one of them Blackie, because when they're little, some of them are black, and then they start to change colour as they grow, and so Asher called him Blackie. And every time he comes around, well, he'd say, "Oh, where's Blackie, Graham?" And he'd catch Blackie out of the big pond and put Blackie into the little pond inside. And so that was a thing for a while. And then when it come winter, I put Blackie and the others inside because the water was just way too cold. And so every time he comes around, he feeds Blackie in the goldfish pond. And Blackie changed colour. Blackie changed colour. Where did my needle just go? Oh, Blackie changed colour to white. He went white with an orange spot on him. So he'll say, "Where's Blackie, Graham?" I'll say, "There he is." So yeah. So we had got some of their babies from small little fry, which you could hardly see, and now they're little gorgeous little goldfish. So it's been really fun watching them grow. So the boys have fun feeding them every time they come around. And so I cleaned all their pond out, and then I went out into our outdoor area and fixed up all of that. And I've got to do the succulents now. Fixed up all the ones under the pergola. What's going on with that? Why did they not come undone? Oh, I'll glue that down. And yeah, so that was my day yesterday, doing stuff like that. My fingernails are just all torn to shreds, working in the dirt and all the dirty stuff. But it's good. It's good to get out in the spring and just repot things. I always get as soon as spring hits, I always get it's like this primal feeling to get out in the dirt and, grow things, plant things. And I've only got a pot garden, but I still enjoy fiddling around with the pots and repotting them and rearranging them, all that sort of stuff, which is fun. So that was my day yesterday, and Dave finished some bits and pieces off in the camper. Just putting some covers on things and carpeting things, and you put a nice row of lights up over the kitchen area, and yeah, there's we'll be going up the coast soon, which will be nice. I'll get to see Dad. Dave's going to a school reunion, and it'll just be nice to walk on the beach. Oh gosh, I can't wait to walk on the beach. Back up to our old stomping grounds. But that'll be the first time I would have seen Mum's grave as well. So that'll be nice to just spend a few minutes there and see Dad. And yeah, I haven't been back up home for 2 years, over 2 years now. Well, I hope you're all having a good day. It's Monday here, and as soon as I finish a bit of this, I'll be back into the garden, doing a bit out there again. I just can't believe how the plants grow better down here. I've had plants in the past and up on the coast, and they would just get leggy really quickly, and I was never really happy with them. And down here, they just grow so much better. I think they have a good rest season. I reckon that's what it is. And then, like, our summer here is quite hot. So I think they have like a really good rest season, then they have a really good growing season. And they don't tend to get real leggy and just keep growing all year round like they did up on the coast. They would tend to grow all year round, and they would get really leggy and sort of, I don't know, nearly outgrow themselves. It was just weird. So all the plants that I've got in pots, they all need thinning out. They're just growing so well. So I'll just tie this one off and go back and do that first one. See if I can get one more in that with this thread. What are you doing? Let's see if I can put one more in there. Yep, sounds like the movie's finished and Dave's off doing something else. We're done. Yeah, so we're taking the camper up the coast. That's why he's out there madly finishing a few things on it. That'll be so good. I'm so looking forward to it. Right, so that's my little row of mullas. That's cool. And then the next one to do, I think I'll put this really pretty little braid along here. And I might even like put sew little bits of this shell in this one. And I'm just trying to see what I think that one would suit and get some thread on that one. Alright, I'll just tack this one down because I want to, like I said, put some beads in it. To me, this sort of looks like the, you know, the stuff that you find on the beach that's on the shore, on the line, you know, the edge of the sand line that's all dried up and that sort of thing. It's like the crust line. I can't wait to walk on the beach. I can't wait to get my feet in the sand. Oh gosh, I've missed it. I've missed it so much. Why are you all tangled? You can't take the coast out of a coastie. You can't take the beach out of someone who's grown up on the coast. You just can't. All my kids love the coast and they all say they miss it. Just those walks on the beach and the sea air. It's just like nothing else. So yeah, we've missed it. We love where we live here, but you do miss those times where you can just go for a walk and it just clears your head. I don't know what it is about it, but it just clears your head. So I have missed that a lot. Okay, I'll just finish that off. So we've got those two bits on the crusty shoreline. Right, and then I will, like I said, I'll add some of these beads to that. I might put some of this blue rickrack on, and that will go in the ocean part. And I only wanted a little bit on there, so I'll just cut a small piece off. Just wanted sort of that, but I might pin some of that down, sort of curling up a bit. Just so that very edge curls up. What are you doing out there, Dave?
Just about to go to the car wash.
What, with the van?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He won the case.
Oh, yeah.
$10 million.
Whoa.
He offered, they come around the night before and offered him 30 million or something.
Oh.
But he got full recognition, and then he got another.
Did his wife
75.
come back to him?
No.
No.
He ended up, she went to the court case. Chrysler gave him 75 million for using his thing, so he got recognition, but he died in 2005.
Oh.
But all his kids rallied around him in the end.
Oh.
But 12 years of his life, and
Wow.
his wife goes, it'll just be another battle after this. Well, obviously, he got money out of Chrysler after that.
Wow. Oh, did another car company?
Well, every car company uses it.
Oh.
And it was before the patent ran out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a good movie. What was it called, Dave?
No.
So I'm just putting this rickrack down just to add some more interest into the waves, the ocean part of it.
A flash of genius.
A Flash of Genius. If you're looking for that movie, it was a good movie. You don't get me good movie. It was on SBS World Movies. So
About the guy that invented intermittent wipers.
yeah, the guy that invented intermittent wipers on cars. Right, that is my rickrack down. That's given me some more interest in the ocean. And then we'll get the white down and we'll get this foam on. Right, I might double it up so it looks nice and foamy. Now, will I put it there or there? I think I'll put it there, sort of just before that ruffle in the lace. So these are all things I've found at the op shop, guys. All the bits and pieces to... Where'd that go through? Got a knot in it. All the bits and pieces that you gather together. It's just awesome. I just love... I just love op shopping. If you can't already tell. And then you sort of get to a point where, okay, do I keep op shopping because do I have enough? Do I have enough stuff to make things? No, I haven't been for a little while, but I think I've got about 3 or 4 videos like sitting there on YouTube with dates just to go up. So now this is what is it? Tulle. It's like tulle thread, and I got this off Temu and it's absolutely beautiful. And I got the white. I think they sell it in pink and blue, I think. Pink and... yeah, I'm not sure. But I got the white so that I could just dye it any colour I wanted. And look at it. It's this scrappy like tulle thread. And it just looked awesome on junk journal stuff. But for texture sort of sewing like this, how perfect. Right. I won't be too long and I'll come out too.
Well, I won't be.
Oh, are you taking Pickle?
No, I just went full wee and he's back in bed.
Oh, okay. Oh, poor Pickle. He feels the cold so bad. He's back in bed. He's so funny. You'll say good morning to him. He's under the covers, and then you'll say, "Are you coming out?" And he'll stick his little nose out and he'll sniff the air. If it's too cold, he just goes back under the blankets. he stays there sometimes. I think one morning, it wasn't morning, it was nearly 1 o'clock, but that was the dead of winter. Poor little guy. Oh, he gets very shivery, but you know, he's got all these jumpers, but still he's like, no, can't do it. Especially when Dave's working on the camper. He loves sitting in our camper. He loves coming with us in the camper. He's got his own little seat in the middle that we prop him up in the middle. That was a prerequisite when we bought our camper. It had to have not a bench seat. It had to have a middle section. Sorry, it had to be a bench seat, not a console, because that was Pickle's seat. He's a good boy. Alright, so I've got some foamy bits there along there. Now I was going to put something along here and I can't remember what I chose. Oh gosh, what was it? Maybe I didn't. Oh, maybe it was this. I think it was this. These little beads on wire, not wire, it's sort of like on fishing line, and I found that at the op shop too. Isn't it awesome? Isn't the op shop awesome? It is so awesome. I've just found so much fun stuff at the op shop, and I just love the fact you can use all this stuff to be creative. Love it. Alright, let's pin this down, and then I think this will be enough for today, because I don't want to do long. I don't like doing long videos, and this has already turned into a long video because I haven't sped any of it up. So let's get this down. So I'm just going to tack these little bubbly things down just along the... Oh, he's heard Dave go in the camper. Oh, he's out now. He can't handle that. He is so attached to Dave, and you know, it was because when I spent that 2 weeks in hospital, he didn't know where I'd gone, and ever since then, oh gosh, it's almost like he pines for him during the day. He'll sit at the window or sit outside. He'll listen for the truck to come, and poor little boy. See, he's crying now. Where's Daddy going? He could have taken you to the car wash, couldn't he? Poor little baby. Oh, he's definitely our doggo. Couldn't have asked for a better dog, I reckon. He knows now that I can't walk as fast as I used to, and when we go for walks, because I had to get a retractable lead so he doesn't pull, like lurch forward on me, and he'll go right out to the length of his retractable lead, and if I'm not catching up, he'll just stand there and he'll just look at me. Are you coming, Mum? And wait for me. Oh, he's a good boy. I think he's 3.5, so he's sort of got to that point where he's got over his little puppy, silly little puppy things, and he's starting to behave himself. Took a little while. It took a little while. So you got a little while to go, Nat. Nat's got a new puppy. Oh, I just loved those puppy times. They go too quick. Yeah. I've still got all these puppy clothes. I can't part with them. I've got them in a bag. I wanted to send them to a shelter that has their little cresties. I'm still going to do that. I've got to do it. Alright, I'm going to have to cut this big bead off because that's going to get folded over. And I'll just anchor down that last one. I anchor it down twice just to give that a good, and then finish it off. And that then is the basics of my background. I'll just move that out of the way. Okay, that's the basics of it. Right, let's see what we've done. I put this rickrack on here for a part of the ocean waves, and I still left a little bit of that popping up. I've got some of this foam, this what is it? You know what it is. And then I put these little beads down and some of this scummy stuff for the edge of the beach, and then the mullas, and yeah, I'll work into the rest of it. So that's the basics of my background, and then I can start adding bits and pieces onto it. And I mean, it's going to cover some of it up, but that's okay. I don't mind that. I might I was thinking about putting some sort of like this sort of thing on it too, like a wave, or I don't know, I just don't know. And I might gather one of these up and pop it under there and make it look like the water splashing up like that. So I might do a couple little things like that before I come back on to do my next thing. And my next thing, we'll sew these down to somewhere, and then we'll start adding little bits and pieces in. I've got to do a little pattern up for the flowers, because this is sort of what I wanted it to look like. I wanted to put a gum blossom in here and a little thing of wattle and a pig face in the dune area. So yeah, so the mullas, they'll peep out from behind there, but that's okay. I don't mind that. It's just a part of the background, but that was the plan. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed seeing the background here. Yeah, well, I've just layered up the fabric onto a piece of felt, and like I said, I just replaced this darker one up here because I wanted to see that red gum blossom on the fabric, and I think I'm happy with that now. I like the little flowers peeping through, but you're not going to see much of it. Like, it's all going to be folded right back to here, so you're only going to see a little pop of it once I put the other flowers and stuff down, but that's okay. I love this little bead trim here, how it looks, and yeah. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed watching that today, and I'll see you soon for a new video on this, and a new video on whatever else I'm up to. I'll put up Tuesdays. I like to put a travel journal notes video up, and we'll see what we go from there. I've got a new BB Craft order coming. I'm excited about that one, so stay tuned for another BB Craft make soon, or an unboxing. So if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, share, and all that sort of stuff. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of my little box. It's going to be a box lid. You know, I'm going to recover this box, just add a new top to it, because that was really a bit yucky from the op shops, but that's all good. I can make that look really pretty. So take care, and I'll see you soon for the next video. Bye.